Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. We just unboxed Batspin. I'm getting kind of tired, but I'm too excited to go to bed. And we're going to thus take a look at High Five. Now, High Five, I believe, has been available in Europe for some time. Also, here in the States, we had that Frito-Lay contest. If you think, hey, why didn't you talk about that? I don't remember. I must have missed the video. Nope, I didn't talk about it. Those promotions have gotten ridiculous, and I just don't do them anymore. So they did some great ones early on, and then they just kind of seem to have plateaued, and they're going down. They're not doing what I would consider to be smart. So I just avoid it. And that said, here's High Five. I guess it sucked, not getting him, but at the same time, I saved myself a lot of time and trouble. So that said, I'm pretty excited about this guy. I don't know why life element characters I usually have pretty good luck with. He's kind of like a camo dragonfly, hot dog vibe in there with maybe a little bit of Spyro. So it should be fun. Again, I haven't seen anything on this guy, so it'll all be fresh to me. He looks great in the packaging there. That blue and the green really go together quite well. That said, there is the packaging. That's the cover art up top. High Five, his slogan is Buzz Off. That'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Right here on the back, in your hand on the portal in the game, it is that simple. There's the inset artwork for High Five. Also showcased is Whisper Elf, Sure Shot Shroom Boom, and of course High Five himself, as well as Trap Master Bushwhack. Being a Newlander, he will only work in Skylanders Trap Team. That said, moving forward, you should be just fine. So we're going to go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at what he looks like, freed from his plastic tomb and ready to jump onto the portal. I don't know why I'm not using my knife. I guess it's been a while since we've done an unboxing. So I didn't even use my knife. Okay, this is interesting. The tape was stuck to the packaging, and so it's just going to come off like that. So, what I always tell people, if you want to use that for your storage cases, shoe boxes, notebooks, walls, whatever you do with them, you can go ahead and cut it beforehand, or you can just trim the tape. In this case, not an issue. Now, what I like to do is bend the back down, and then you can either choose to get the figure or the card. It's usually best to do the card and a sticker sheet. You can slide them out without dementing them, i.e. putting a bend, fold, or crease in the card. He's got the little tab here. It's a little hard to see with everything he's got going on. And don't grab him by the wings. Don't grab him by the antennas or the tail. Do your best to kind of position your hands around the base. And then what I like to do is bend the plastic. I don't care if that gets messed up, but we do not want to jeopardize the health of a brand new pristine Skylander. So he's a very colorful character compared to what we've been looking at. It's kind of been like subtle color changes. He's got a lot going on there. He's like a bag of Skittles or something. So before we take a detailed look at him, we're going to come in and take a look at his stat card. Now, there is the artwork. There's a name, life element indicated. Very cool artwork. Same artwork you can see on the sticker sheet. Below that, you've got the name, the QR code, and of course our web code. Interesting thing here, I'll say it before I've done the math. Generally, as you progress, the later the wave, i.e. the release of the new Skylander, the higher the card stats. High Five was available in Europe, I think at the same time Batspin was. Again, don't hold me to that. I don't live there, so I can't possibly know all the intricate details of the Skylander hunting across the ocean that I've never been to. But I believe that is accurate. What's interesting, Rocky Roll is who I unboxed first. He was sitting at 400. Echo also sitting at 400. Then Batspin clocked in at 380. So I'm anxious to see if he comes out to 380, 400, or something different. Kind of think it'll be 380. That said, let us find out. Power 170 of 250. Defense 20 of 250. Agility 170 of 250. Luck 20 of 250. I thought his luck would be higher than that. Armor is also fairly low. That said, life element characters usually have high health. We'll see how that pans out. 170 and 170 is 340. 340 and 40 is 380. So my assumption was correct. Basically, that means to me that High Five and Batspin might possibly been intended to release prior to now. That's just me going by what I've seen in the past, because I've got upgrade path on my mind with all these new characters. But 380 out of 1,000. Now, his in-game stats, Max health 270, speed 60, armor really low at 6, so that matches up with the card. Critical hit high at 70. Elemental power, strat guide says 63. I'm going to tell you 25, because that's what it'll be when we put him on the Portal of Power. So, that said, I will spin him around while we read his background story. Maybe it'll explain some things to us. So, growing up, High Five was one of the most skilled racers of all of the Dragonflies. Which, that sounds pretty cool, and we can now confirm he's a Dragonfly. But as the 5th son of the Royal High-Flying Dragonflies, he was not allowed to enter any of the racing tournaments that took place each year because of his age. Instead, he was forced to watch from the sidelines as his 4 older brothers competed. Hence, High Five. Am I right? Let's see here. Competed for the coveted trophy of Sparks, which legend has said holds magical properties. That could also, of course, be Sparks the Dragonfly. You might remember the magical item from, what was it? Why can't I think of it? Sunscraper Spire? No. Dragon's Peak. There we go, with Sunburn. I was getting my stuff crossed there. You have to work with me. It's like 3 in the morning. That said, one year during the biggest racing event of the season, High Five learned that the Troll Racing Team, now that is something I would like to see, had stolen the valuable trophy and were going to use the race to... He quickly took action, jumping into the race and using his amazing flying skills to weave and dodge his way to the front of the pack, where he caught up to the trolls and brought them down. For his actions, High Five was given the Trophy of Sparks. Even more importantly, he was made a Skylander, where he now helps protect Skylanders from any evildoers. So, High Five is the Dragonfly. He's the 5th son of the royal family, hence the number 5 there. He's big time into racing. The Trolls have a race team, which again, show me that in the game. That would be awesome. I think I've seen mention of that. Or I guess it was a deal with a train in one of the comics. But anyway, details here. The Sparks Trophy is what he won. He's now a Skylander. He's got nice cladding there. It seems to be on all 4 feet, kind of like sort of a Tommy Copper thing, I guess, since he's a racer dragonfly. Those could possibly be goggles. I assume they are, since they're strapped on. So that makes sense. When I'd seen him prior to the story, I assumed it was like a, insect eye effect. Pretty aggressive teeth there, a little overpaint there. We can clean that up or something. What I actually like the best is just all the color on him. You fade into orange right here, then the antenna finish out with a yellow, so it's kind of got like a sunburst effect. And then on the back and into the tail, you've got orange up top that fades to a yellow finish. It also fades to yellow and then green on the bottom, where it turns into that kind of like dragonfly blue, we'll call it. It's his primary color. Also, incredibly nice detail is the wings. I don't know, I think you can see that the wings have very nice detail here. I think I'm running out of space on the SD card, and as such, I'm going to wrap this thing up. But this is High Five. Very cool story. Excited to get this guy in the game and kind of see what he's all about. That said, if you like this video, make sure you hit that button. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. Tell your friends to do the same. If you're interested in pre-ordering High Five, GameStop will have him $327. I've got a link to the Skylander Club forum where I have that pre-order link for him and the other way for Skylanders available to you, so be sure to check that out. You can follow me on Twitch, where I live stream Skylanders Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Skylander Club forum can be found at SkylanderClub.com. If you like what you see there, sign up. We would absolutely love to have you. And once more, my personal site, oneofweedom.com. As High Five would say, buzz off.